Hey guys, we're going to look at how we use Desmos. This time I'm on the scientific calculator, not the graphing. So from desmos.com, scroll down, click scientific. All right, and you should end up here. I'm going to go over 3 examples from our notes and how you use Desmos because it's a little bit different than what we did with our Inspires. All right, so here we go. Our first example over here, d squared times g to the 4th times d squared times g was the original, and we said it simplifies to d to the 4th times g to the 5th. Guys, pick a number. Remember, just small numbers. We're not going crazy, okay? So I'm going to say d is 2 and g is 3. So when I come here, I have to do the substitution. In NSolve, in your Nspire calculators at school, you would define the variable and the calculator does the substitution for you. Here I have to do the substitutions. Wherever d is, I'm going to type 2. So d squared, so 2, this is the squared button, arrow out, times g to the 4th, g is 3. This is any other exponent to the 4th, arrow out, times d squared, so 2 squared, arrow out, times g was 3. We hit enter. Okay, so if I use those numbers as my variables, it would equal this. Now I'm going to do the same thing with my simplified, and remember the goal is do they equal the same when I substitute the same numbers in. Okay, so where d is 2 to the 4th, arrow out, times g, we said is 3 to the 5th, hit enter. These equal the same when we substitute in, so that means we simplified correctly over here. Okay, let's get a little bit more complicated. So we have this whole expression here. 3 variables, just give them 3 different numbers. So h is 2, a is 3, p is 4. Okay, so again, same thing, just start typing how you see it. So we need parentheses, and we have a fraction. This is our fraction button right here. Make sure you're in the numerator. H is 2 times, and then we have a squared, so a is 3. We want that squared. Arrow down to your denominator. Then we have p, we said p is 4 squared. Then you're going to arrow out, and this is all raised to the 4th power. So we're going to do the a to the b, so it's an exponent to the 4th. And it gives us this. If I click this, it converts it to a fraction. Okay, nice and easy. That was the original. My simplified looks like this, so I need a fraction. H to the 4th, so h we said is 2 to the 4th, arrow out, times a to the 8th, a we said is 3 this time, to the 8th, arrow down, p to the 8th, so 4, and raise it to the 8th. And I'm going to convert this. They're the same. Woohoo! We simplified correctly. Okay, fill in that a little bit. We'll do one more together. So look at this last one. We have x and y. So x we'll say is 2. We'll say y is going to be our 3. Okay, so here we go. I need a fraction because my original is a fraction. I'm going to type it what I see where x is. So I'm going to do 3 times x we said is 2 to the, whoops, didn't go, to the negative 2, arrow out, times y is 3 to the 4th. We're going to arrow down, 6 times x is 2 to the negative 7th, arrow out, times x again, so 2 to the 3rd, arrow out, times y we said is 3 to the 7th. We do all that. Okay, we get 2/27. Okay, that's what we're hoping. We're going to substitute into our simplified now. I have a fraction, so create the fraction. X will be 2, so I'm going to have 2 squared, and then I'm going to arrow down, and then y, well, we have 2, so 2 times, and then I have y cubed. Y we said is 3 to the 3rd power. If I make that a fraction, they are the same. Woo! That is how you use Desmos to check your work.